All right, so we're just gonna do a couple of cleanup things, and then we're basically done. One of them is kind of dumb. I don't. These are kind of hard to read. I think they'd be better if they were white, so I'm just gonna make them white. And then for that, I just want to take our CSS and actually make it external as opposed to internal. To see how much head, like if you look at our site here on the side, you can see right. There's a whole lot. It's actually more CSS than like the HTML is like only right here. This is all CSS. Also, normally if you're making a website, we would be linking this one sheet to multiple pages because they would all use the same column system, right? Like we attach Bootstrap to all of our pages, so it's the same basic thing. So first, we're just going to go ahead and fix that up real quick, the look, and then when we're done with that, we'll go ahead and do the other stuff. Okay. So what I'm going to do is go down here to my H1s. Where's my H1? H1. And I'm just going to add tab color. And I'm just going to make it white so I can see it. And then we're also going to add a text shadow. So text hyphen shadow. And I'm just going to do 2px, 2px, and black. So that's just offset, and then I'm making it black. So now I'm actually going to copy this. Control C, and we're actually going to put that in the figure so I can see it as well. Control V. Did I want to put anything else in the figure? No, I guess that's all I did. Okay, so that way the figure, the text, that's the fig caption, because it'll be everything that's inside of it. So where are you at? Figure, right? See the fig captions inside of it, so it'll cascade down to it. So that's just the first thing. I just didn't want to make it see how it reads a little bit better. By putting the shadow and the white, I think it just reads better. It looks a little more clean and stuff too. So that was the first thing. The other thing I want to do is actually just move the stuff over. So I'm going to move all of it over just because I think it's good for you to see how to do it. But in actuality, personally, the way I would do this is I would move all of my column information stuff, like all of this in here. Okay. Responsive image, that's fine. But anything that was like custom to this specific page, like this responsive H and maybe these logos, and unless I use it in other places, the body, like I would keep that stuff in this. I would only put some of it in. I'm gonna put it all over because I want to show you one thing that you would run into. This happens sometimes, and I think you'll learn something from it. Okay, that being said, what we got to do first is cut out all of our stuff. So I'm going to start from the bottom, work my way up. So I'm just going to go to the last rule here, go all the way up, and we're going to go all the way up to here. Okay, so Control X, cut that all out, delete the style. We don't need that anymore. See how much smaller this is? A lot easier, right? Now we'll do File. Oh, you probably can't see it. Come on, let's go down here. We're going to do File, New File, and then just Control V. And you can see it's all there, looking good. And it's not saved, though. So just do File, Save. Oops, come on. What are you doing? File, Save As. And make sure that you're on the right folder. Go to your CSS folder. All right, so I'm in my CS folder in that. And it's just going to be style.css. Boom. Okay, great. Now, let's put this back up here so we can see a little bit better. So you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so now all of it's in here, and that's great. However, it's not actually linked to, if I were to preview this now, let's just save this, Control S, well, obviously it's saved, and we save this. This is going to look like crap now, because it's just going to look like basic whatever. None of it's actually attached to it. So we have to link this style sheet to it. So it's pretty easy, obviously. All you got to do is just go up here, and we're just going to do a link relationship, and it's going to be a style sheet, and then it's going to need the href, the horizontal reference, where is it? It's referenced, where it is. So if you remember, it's CSS, that's the folder, and then it will style CSS, and this is an open element. So that's it. So now if you save it and we were to preview it, it should look exactly the same, except it doesn't. And this was the thing I wanted to show you. So the rest of it's working fine, but notice that the background's not working. The reason why is that if we go over to this one and we go down to body, you'll see that this is using a relative URL, right? It's not an absolute URL. It's not the full computer file path. It's looking for images background. Okay, so you gotta remember it's relative. So that means right now, if we went to our CSS folder, this is where we are. This is where this file is. Okay, well, normally when we were here, we were like, okay, what's next to it? images, and we went down, right? So it's horizontal to it. Here, it's not. There's nothing in line with it, right? It's above it. So you got to go up a level. We have to go up a level and then back down a level, which is kind of like a weird way to try and navigate file path, but it's not actually hard. What we have to do is just in front of this, you're just going to go ../. So ..// goes up to your parent. Just a / goes down to a child. Okay, so that's kind of the way. So now if you save that, and we go to here, and we hit Control R, voila, it's back, okay? Like I said before, I probably wouldn't do that because I would actually probably keep this in the index here. But I want to show you because this could potentially be like a thing that you run into, and it's annoying. It's hard to like sometimes get files to, be in the right area with each other. So, anywho, that is basically it. Okay, so yeah, so that's good. Just make sure everything looks hunky dory, and then go to the next one.